Welcome to Enlightening News. I'm Philosopher. And I'm Anita Constitution. And here are tonight's top stories. During the 17th century, European leaders wanted to gain control back after the feudal system broke down. To do this, they began to rule absolutely, which meant that they did whatever they wanted and without consultation from anyone else. A perfect example of an absolute monarch would be Louis XIV, a French ruler who built a huge palace at Versailles to show his power. A series of wars ended his reign by draining France's wealth. Many absolute monarchs had a negative effect on their country. The Enlightenment, also known as the Age of Reason, was a period in European history in which many people believed in natural rights, rationalism, and secularism. There were many philosophers in this time period, such as John Locke, Baron de Montesquieu, and Voltaire. Although these thinkers made different improvements, they all had one common goal: to improve the government and lives of the citizens. We will be right back with some breaking news after these messages.
Looking for the perfect opportunity to get together with friends and discuss what's going on in the world? Salons are your perfect opportunity. Some of our most influential women are giving their homes in the name of new ideas. Salons can happen anywhere. In the parlor, in the kitchen, or even in a tunnel. Plan yours today. If you don't wish to give your home, find any way you can to participate. This week, a salon goer may be able to go to a different salon each day. The only thing you need to bring is your opinion, so there's no excuse for one not to come. Take a load off and argue about the important things in life, the future of your country.
Who's that guy over there lounging on the couch?
Oh, him? That's Louis XIV. All the nobles hate him because he has so much power and he wants to suppress them. Rumor has it that he sent spies to find rebelling nobles, brought them back to him, and punished them.
So, could I go talk to him since I'm not a noble?
I wouldn't try. Cardinal Richelieu is his only real friend.
But what about all the other people around him? Why are they there if he doesn't like anyone?
They're probably people who give their loyalty to him and his rule. Well, I guess everyone kind of owes him some loyalty, but they owe him their direct loyalty.
Wow, I wish I could serve him just to be around a king.
I don't think you want to.
Why not?
Just watch.
Oh wow, why do they still hang around him?
Who knows? Maybe they are some of the starving citizens that he took food from.
Don't tell him this, but I really hate absolute monarchs.
So do I, but unfortunately, we can't really do anything about them. We just have to deal with them.
Do you hate absolute monarchs and wish they were gone?
Then support Baron de Montesquieu. As stated in his book, The Spirit of the Laws, the best government is a republic, so we should make ours one too.
Make the choice for an enlightening future. Choose Montesquieu.
This just in! Scientists have finally invented the world's first time machine! Here's a random question for you. If you could meet any one person from history, or currently alive, who would it be? I guess I would like to meet Mary Wollstonecraft, an English writer who lived during the Enlightenment, who argued that men and women should have equal opportunities for education. What a coinky-dink! We have just sent one of our reporters back in time to interview Mary Wollstonecraft. Kathy?
Good evening, everybody. I am Kathy Lick, and I'm going to be interviewing Mary Wollstonecraft tonight. So, Mary, let's find out some background information. When and where were you born?
I was born on April 27, 1759 in Hoxton, England.
Did you have any siblings?
Yes, I have 6 other siblings, and the second oldest is 7 children.
Where did you get your education?
I went to a school for girls to learn the many roles of becoming wives and mothers.
What did you do when you were 19 years old?
I ran away from my parents and took a job as a paid companion in Bath to a wealthy widow.
Then why did you return home 2 years later?
Well, my mother was ill, and I went to take care of her until she died.
What inspired you to write the novel A Vindication of the Rights of Women?
Basically, what inspired me to write this novel was because I was seeing women who were not being treated equally.
What was your goal in writing this book?
To be able to get the word out to people, to let them know that men and women are equal, and women should be given the same education opportunities as men.
Where did you get your resources?
I got my resources from observing the women around me and seeing that all they went to school for was to become future wives and mothers.
Were you pleased about the outcome of the book you wrote?
Yes, it felt good to share my opinion with others and let these women know they have rights.
Have you written other books?
Yes, but on other topics. I have a passion for writing, and it will always be something I will enjoy.
Well, thank you, Mary Wollstonecraft, for taking the time to talk with us today.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Are you overworked and ready for a vacation? Do you want to go to a spacious resort? Well, we have something better. Just 25 miles outside of Paris is the lovely Versailles Palace, created by our very own Sun King, Louis XIV. And now you can stay at this luxury home with fountains, gardens, and mirrors galore. There are 700 rooms to choose from here, but don't wait because they're filling up fast. Thousands of people have stayed here and would recommend it. And as a special one-time offer, Louis is letting you stay there for only the price of his loyalty. Hurry and plan your trip today to start discovering Versailles.
Thomas Hobbes. If you are human, you should hate him. He believes in absolute monarchies. He willingly states that the condition of man is a condition of war of everyone against everyone in Leviathan. By saying this, he is saying people are bad, when in fact, he is bad. He is making people give up their freedoms for peace, security, and order that may never come. You don't want someone telling you that you're bad, so why follow Hobbes? Instead, follow Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He believes people are born good. And we're back. The topic of tonight is the conflict that goes way back, almost 400 years ago. The main conflict of this time period was between the Enlightenment ideas and the absolute monarch's ideas. We have sent yet another one of our reporters, B.A. Voice, back in time to the year 1702 so we can learn more about this conflict. She is going to report back to us about a group of citizens who were greatly influenced by the Enlightenment thinkers. They have been protesting Louis XIV and his absolutist reign. Let's go to B in the field.
Yes, Anita, this is Bia Voice, and I am standing here in downtown Paris in the year of 1702, where Occupy Absolutism has been going strength over the last few days. Just yesterday, the movement grew exponentially in numbers. Let's listen in.
Louis, go away. Democracy can stay. Louis, go away. Democracy can stay.
As you can see, the protesters are not going back in their quest to the Sun King, otherwise known as Louis XIV, to step down from power. Ma'am, you say you've been down here for almost 2 weeks living in a tent? What promoted you to do such extremes?
Well, I'm just sick of these absolutists ruling over people they know nothing about. I have a voice too, you know, and just because I don't have a lot of money doesn't mean that my views don't matter.
And you, miss, you say that you were promoted by the views of the Enlightenment thinkers to protest the king. What particular ideas do you agree with?
I definitely agree with Montesquieu because King Louis has way too much power and our government needs to be split up into 3 branches. However, Voltaire was the person who really made me want to protest because he attacks injustice and presents his beliefs in a relatable way through satire.
Yes. It seems that though these protesters were inspired by the ideas of the Enlightenment thinkers. However, there are 2 sides of the story. Let's take a look at the leader of all this drama, King Louis XIV. Do you have any comment about the situation at hand?
I honestly don't think that there's a problem. There are only a few people that have a somewhat congruent argument against me, and those arguments would not be sustained in a court of law. I honestly do not believe that these people have an issue with me. They just want to go along with what everyone else is doing.
Interesting argument. Miss, do you have a response to this accusation?
Obviously, he is threatened by our protesting. I think that he just doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that his legislation has not benefited citizens of France.
Well, there you have it. It doesn't seem like Occupy Absolutism movement will be ending anytime. For Enlightening News, this is Bia Voice in downtown Paris. On behalf of Enlightening News, this has been Anita Constitution alongside Philosopher. See you next week. Thanks for watching. And here are tonight's top stories. During the 17th... What a coinky-dink. We have
Just one? What? The Enlightenment, also known as the Age of Reason, was a period in European history in which many people believed in natural rights, rationalism, and secularism. That is not a word. Secularism. The Enlightenment, also known as the Age of Reason, was a period in European history in which many people believed in natural rights, nationalism. That is not what it...
To write a vindication of the rights of women.
Basically, what...
Whoa! Okay.
What was your goal in writing this book?
Try that again, sorry.
What was your goal in writing this book? Katie! Walk out of the room!
Okay.
Good. What was your goal in writing this book?
To be able to get the...
No, where's the duct tape?